Am I live? Yes. Am I live? Yes, I'm live. Woo! Welcome to the 4 o'clock slot, guys. So I'll be your host today for the 4 o'clock slot. As it's 4 o'clock, I think we should all give each other a big virtual hug. Hug. So today we're going to be talking about dancers' reels. I'm just going to turn the music down. I mean, it's Alexa, so I could have said, Alexa, be quiet. I mean, that's what it's there for. Right, so today we're going to be talking about dancers' reels and what it takes to put in a reel to make it a great show reel for you guys, for it to stand out to us, to the agents, to the casting directors, etc. We're going to be touching on some points of how it should be structured and what is important to have in that show reel. Of course, guys, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, please put them in and I will try and get to them. If you go to the U Management page later on, if you've missed this, please put all of your questions in the inbox and we will try and get to it as soon as possible. So I hope everyone is well and staying safe at these crazy times. So obviously we are here for you. Please support us on the hashtag we are here. And let's all stick together and try and help each other as much as we can. So, show reel, tips number 1. Oh, Alexa's just come back on to join us. I'll just turn it down a little bit. Okay, so why is it so important to have a show reel? It's so important to have a show reel because obviously it's a tool for you guys to market yourself. At times we, can't make it to auditions, or we have casting directors ask us to quickly send over a show reel or have your show reel on Spotlight so casting can just click on it and see the footage of you. So it's so important to get everything in there that best shows you off. The length of the show reel is really important. You want to keep it to about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes to maybe just over. Remember, Spotlight gives you a 5 minute of audio and footage time. So keep this in mind. And of course, with the amount of show reels that we do get, we don't want to be going through, minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes of long footage. You want to make it nice and short, clear and concise, and show who you are. And again, guys, I must stress, this is just me and my personal views on this, of having, experience of getting so many reels in and what I like to see, and how I've managed to filter, through what I think should be a great show reel. So again, this is just my personal feeling. Other people have different tastes of what they like to see, and that's absolutely fine. This is just me, again, giving you my tips. So, on how to structure a show reel. So the first thing that we see when we get in that show reel, when we click on the link, the first thing I like to see is who I'm going to be watching. I want to see your headshot. I want to see the headshot that shows you off, to the best of your personality. So make sure that you're showing that headshot with energy in your eyes, a smile back at me. When I click on the screen and I see someone's smiling face, instantly it's going to make me watch it because it's inviting. Make sure that you have your name as well at the front of the reel, on a nice clear font. Keep in mind as well the timing of this reel. We don't want to stay too long frozen on the headshot and then your name just creeps in from the side. There's no need for it. And again, this is time consuming, We're on the clock and you've got you've got to make it concise for us to look at. So make sure that font is nice and bold in white writing just below your head area, and it's clear for us to see. So as we've got your headshot, then the next phase, I must touch on music. Music through a show reel is your personal preference. I like to have the same track the whole way through the reel, rather than change into different songs, for different snippets. Make sure that it's a consistent track, easy to listen to, make sure that it goes with everything. It has a nice flow to the reel. So you've got that. And then as soon as I go from your headshot, I quite like to see a body shot straight after. So the body shot should consist of you front on, not too far away. Of course, our image, our physique is very important. So again, I like to see what your physique looks like. So a great body shot straight after the headshot is, I think, a really good idea. But again, it's just what I think. Then we move on to the content of the show reel. Again, personally for me, I love to see you in a studio setting, something close up and something with only you. This is your time to be selfish. We can see from this, if it's in a studio setting or in a setting that's alone, that it's going to be easy to look at just you. When there's lots of people around, it gets quite distracting, and I know that it's great to have an arrow pointing to which one you are, and center, stage right, stage left, like that's all fine, but in my opinion, I like to see just you in a setting with no other distractions at the beginning of the reel. And this, I feel, should consist of, first of all, technique. Technique is so important with all dancers, and obviously, casting directors looking at, what levels of technique that you have. So you want to make sure that you get your best attributes in there. You want to get kicks in heels, going from, front, side, and the back. Don't be afraid to have your cameraman or whoever's filming you follow you around so you can get different angles on the body. Again, it's always nice to see, you from every angle so we can see exactly what your lines are doing and what position, etc., etc. Put everything in there that makes you who you are as a dancer. If you've got a killer back bend, get that back bend in there. If you've got a killer kick, get it in there. If you can do a triple onto a tilt, get it in there. Get everything in there that we can see, technique-wise. I like to see a little bit of partnering as well. So if you can get your hands on a partner, try and get like maybe a shoulder sit in there or around the world, or even just if it's a fish dive, just to see if you have strength and obviously if you have that skill. So I always put a little bit of partnering in there. And then, that can consist of, getting to the middle, and then if you want to put the performance in around the end of the show reel of you on stage, great, get it in now. Now's the time to put the performance part into it. I like to see something that's quite close up. Again, we're focusing on you. So if something is filmed from a long way away, from right at the back of the auditorium, and I'm trying to find who you are without any notes, that can be really time consuming as well. Get that footage of you performing quite close up. This is another note for you as well, guys. Like, from all the Instagram, you know, videos that you guys put up of yourselves in class, you know, I watch some amazing videos, and not just from, you know, my clients, from all of you dancers out there. Take this time now. This is like, you know, of course we are in circumstances that I wish we were never in, but take this to your advantage and have a look back through all the footage that you have from class. Have a look through everything that you've posted online of you, and try and condense it down, you know, into your show reel. Get those really good bits of you in class, and get, hi everyone, heart, 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 love, love, love. Yeah, so try and get it in there, of you in class. Now, another thing is, amount of, you know, the amounts of money that people spend on these reels. You really don't have to go, you know, out there and spend loads and loads of money on this. Spend this time again to research software and things like that to get your reel, to make it the way you want to make it without shedding out the dough. So some softwares to use. There is Final Cut Pro. There is Movie Maker on your laptop. iMovie you can use on your phone and your laptop. So have a look at, you know, into those softwares that you can use from a Mac, from your phone, from your Android, etc., etc. So you don't have to go out there and spend massive amounts. And don't be afraid to ask, you know, ask your friends, ask your family, ask, you know, ask myself if I'm your agent, like send it through to me, let me have a look. There has been many a times, you know, where I've gone back to my clients and said, let's cut this little bit out. We don't need it. Let's, you know, get rid of that. Let's put that in there instead. You know, it's my job to be here for you guys, to advise you on what the best thing is to have to market yourself. And then coming towards the end, and again, you know, I'm going to touch base again on what to wear within a reel as well, another time. But just to wrap this up, so you can maybe start, you can go away now and start researching and trying to get your show reel into, you know, the best possible thing it can be. I'm going to leave you with the end part of it. So the end should be a solid colour background, and on the end of it should be the information, how we're going to get hold of you. So it needs your name and your spotlight pin in clear font again. Then the details of your agent. So if you were my client, you'd put agent Kiri Jarrett at U Management. Then with the info email, we suggest you not giving out personal emails, just because it's just you know, it's easier for it to come into the info. So make sure that you put all the contact details at the end of the reel. And that's it basically. I don't know if I said as well on the body shot, when you put that on there, might be a little idea to put where you've trained as well. So after your headshot comes your body shot, and then in a little snippet, just put training wherever. That might be something cool to do if I haven't already mentioned that, which I think I might have done. Anyway, so yes, I'm gonna love you and leave you for now. Please follow us and give us all the love. Hashtag we are here. Tomorrow it will be another takeover at 4 o'clock, so tune in to see who will be doing that one. It's Katie Potter, our lovely agent. Yes, I miss you guys all so much. Anyway, I'm out of here.